In honor of our resident leaving, we're going to be talking about some of the things that could have been different had he just never been in the season.
What should have happened?
I think the first thing that would be different is Zay would have lasted past the first week. Zay would have received the goodwill of like having something be proven truth right off the bat. And that would have changed the landscape of the first week, because that would have probably meant that Keanu would have ended up on the block, because he was another person Vinny was thinking about.
It could have also been another girl, because Lauren did bring up it's most likely a girl because Rachel came in. I do think that if Keanu had gone on the block, he would have won veto or blockbuster, which probably would have resulted in Ashley actually going home this week.
Ashley is actually in a pretty good spot in the house right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if she makes it to like final 3.
Had Rylie not been here, Catherine could have played a better game.
Yeah, that would have opened her up to having more relationships. I've only seen one video about it, but like she was literally in the bathroom with 3 other people and then he was just standing there. Everything he was doing was like, I need attention, stop talking to the other people.
Even outside of that, just naturally being attached to a guy in a showmance, it's going to limit your options.
Nobody wants to align with a showmance because they know that they're going to be at the bottom of the totem pole.
Yeah.
Catherine could have been more closely aligned with Lauren, and then that maybe could have resulted in her being in some sort of like 4-way.
With Vinny, Zach, and Lauren. Yeah, that would have made a lot of sense.
What would have happened if Rylie didn't win HOH? Mickey could have potentially not used her power, and Jimmy would still be here. And
Damn,
honestly,
then
like
their side of the house might have just run the game.
Yeah, they could have run the game.
Every week is just going to get worse and worse because there's so much distrust now because of that week specifically.
Would Jimmy have targeted Keanu? Because if Keanu proved himself as a comp beast early on, would Jimmy try to align with him?
Well, the reason why Jimmy targeted him was because he's buff and brawlic. If Zay were here because of Rylie not being here, then maybe he would have been the target. Because he was also a huge mental threat because he was beating everybody at chess week 1.
Yeah. Maybe Amy would be here still fucking shit up.
You know what I'm realizing is the real answer? I feel like nothing would be that different because I just feel like he did absolutely nothing except for try to get Catherine to marry him.
No, but he just kind of like disrupted things. Him winning HOH triggered Mickey to use her power, triggered her to start sending home some of her allies.
True. Actually, that HOH was pretty big.
Yeah, it was just like the first domino, you know?
Yeah.